How you doing? This is Coach DeCarlo. Just came back from running a few errands, and one of the errands I had to do was actually go to the UPS store. Now, I struggled with this particular errand because what it was I had purchased a couple of items from Amazon, and I needed to take the items back, and I really don't like taking items back or sending items back. Reason being because I used to be a Amazon merchant, and so one of the things that I hated as an Amazon merchant was returns. But I just want to say this, that if you have something that isn't serving your purpose, then you need to return it. Now, how does this apply to you? A lot of times we've allowed things in our lives and we believe that because those things have been allowed that we must continuously own those things, continue to endure those things. You have permission to send things back to the universe that doesn't suit you, whether it be a lifestyle, whether it be your monetary agreements, whether it be, your religious beliefs. I was talking to someone recently who deeply desired to be in a relationship. He told me we had a discussion, we had communicated for probably about 45 minutes, almost an hour. And he said, I had read in the Bible that God hated divorce and that, divorce was a sin and that once, if you were ever married and you got a divorce, then you could never be married. That's one of the challenges I have with religion, and I stress religion, because we read scripture at a surface level and we don't believe that we can have certain things because we've been so indoctrinated with religion that it blocks any hope of that thing that we desire. What if his belief about marriage is keeping his new partner away from him? What if your beliefs about money are keeping your abundance away from you, or your belief about health is keeping your health away from you? You can return that thing back to the universe. And what I explained about divorce was a divorce of a mindset. Say, for example, you took on a mindset of abundance. And so then you started to stray from that mindset of abundance. You're divorcing yourself from your abundance. Say that you took on a mindset of health. Then you started thinking about illness. You're divorcing yourself from your health. Say that you took on a mindset of loving relationships and you began to walk in love. Then all of a sudden you started having a different conversation with yourself, saying that there are no loving people around, nobody's going to accept me the way that I am. Whatever that conversation is that you're having, you're divorcing yourself from your good. And scripture goes on to say that a double-minded person is unstable in his or her ways. So when you take on a new concept, a new belief system, you have to leave one system, negative, erroneous, whatever that belief is. You divorce yourself from that. You give yourself to this new concept. Now, for those who are physically in a relationship and you're having to come out of that relationship, or you're newly out of that relationship, understand the divine within you has forgiven you. So God is not holding this thing over you, saying you've been divorced and you can no longer be married again. That's man. God is love, and that desire to be loved in you is God desiring love through you. So when you begin to walk in a place of love, then you begin to attract more love. A lot of times, many of us are trying to attract love when we have all these contrary beliefs in our mind's eye. And it was like I told the person that I was coaching, I said, listen, if you want to get wet, you have to get out in the rain. If you want to find yourself in relationship, then you have to find yourself where relationships are. If the only thing you're doing is working, going home, going to church, and that's the extent of what it is that you're doing, you're lessening your opportunities to discover loving relationships. You can get into online forums, you can start communicating with people online, physically, whatever works for you. But if you're not putting yourself out there, and yeah, you can do the dating sites and so forth, but the challenge that I have with the dating sites, many of those dating sites, dating apps and so forth, is it's a resume. And a resume is not going to fully expound who you are. So a lot of times a person says, well, I have to have somebody that's 6'4", or, this qualification. A lot of these are physical attributes, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of times you may meet somebody face to face, and you may find that even though they may not fit the physical qualifications, they fit the spiritual qualifications, and then he or she becomes more attractive to you. So what I'm saying to you is be open to the thing that you desire to manifest in your life. Divorce yourself from the things that you don't desire, and marry yourself in consciousness to the things that you do desire. And understand this, that you have permission to return it to the universe, whatever that thing is. If it doesn't fit you, if it doesn't suit you, return it to the universe. Do it in peace, do it in love, and realize that if there's somebody else that needs that thing, that it's going to serve them, but don't look at it solely as, well, I hate doing this, because in hating doing that, and you take on that mindset, you're blocking your good. And what you don't want to do is block your good from coming to you. This is Coach DeCarlo saying this: only you can create your perfect world, not God or man. Only you can create your perfect world. Till we speak next time, have a great and abundant day.